Have you ever noticed that your ex suddenly wants you back after you finally stopped caring? When you were together, they didn't appreciate you. They took your love for granted, ignored your efforts, or acted like losing you wouldn't matter. But the moment you start moving on, suddenly they're calling, texting, watching your stories, or finding different ways to get your attention. So, why does this happen? Why does someone leave you and then come back when you finally accepted that they're gone? Today, let's talk about the real reasons your ex may want to come back and why you should think carefully before opening that door again. One reason your ex may want to come back is because they finally realize your value. When someone has constant access to you, they can become comfortable. They get used to your calls, your support, your kindness, and everything you do for them. Because it's always there, they stop appreciating it. But once you're gone, they notice the difference. They start comparing their life without you to their life when you were around. They may realize that the love and support you gave them weren't as easy to find as they thought. Sometimes people don't understand what they had until they no longer have access to it. Another reason is that they thought they could find someone better. Maybe your ex left because they believed there was someone out there who would make them happier. They wanted something different, more exciting, or they simply thought the relationship wasn't good enough. But after experiencing other relationships, they may realize that every person has flaws and every relationship requires effort. Suddenly, the things they complained about in your relationship don't seem as important anymore. They start remembering the good things about you and wondering if they made the wrong decision. But don't let their regret make you forget why the relationship ended in the first place. Sometimes your ex comes back because they're lonely. This is something you really need to pay attention to. Being lonely can make people miss familiar people. They may remember the conversations, the dates, the affection, and the comfort they had with you. So they reach out because they don't like being alone. But loneliness isn't the same thing as love. If they only come around when they're bored, going through a difficult time, or have nobody else to talk to, don't assume that means they're ready for a serious relationship. Pay attention to whether they want you or whether they simply want someone. Another reason is that their new relationship didn't work out. Maybe they left you for someone else, or maybe they started dating shortly after your breakup. At first, everything looked perfect, but eventually they discovered that the new person wasn't what they expected. The excitement disappeared, problems started showing up, and they began thinking about you again. They remember how you treated them and start wondering whether they made a mistake. But please don't allow yourself to become someone's backup plan. If someone only comes back because their other relationship failed, ask yourself whether they truly chose you or whether you're simply the person they know will accept them. Another big reason is that they see you moving on. Maybe you're no longer posting sad messages. You're taking care of yourself, focusing on your career, spending time with friends, going to school, building your business, or simply enjoying your life. You're no longer chasing them for attention, and suddenly they notice you. Sometimes your absence makes someone realize how much attention they used to receive from you. They may start wondering, does she still care about me? They might start watching your stories, liking your pictures, or finding excuses to contact you. But don't change your life just to make your ex jealous. Move forward because you deserve to be happy, whether they come back or not. Sometimes an ex comes back because they genuinely regret how they treated you. Not every person who comes back has bad intentions. Some people really do make mistakes and later realize what they lost. Maybe they were immature. Maybe they weren't ready for the relationship. Maybe they didn't communicate properly or allowed outside people to influence their decisions. If they truly regret what happened, you should see it in their behavior. They won't just say, "I miss you." They'll take responsibility. They'll acknowledge how they hurt you. They'll explain what they've learned and show you that they've actually changed. A real apology comes with changed behavior, not just emotional words. And sometimes your ex comes back because they don't want to see you with someone else. This can be confusing because jealousy can look like love. They may not have wanted the relationship when they had you, but the moment they see someone else giving you attention, They suddenly become interested. They may start asking who you're talking to or whether you're dating someone. But ask yourself, did they suddenly discover their love for you, or did they simply realize that you're no longer available to them? Someone wanting access to you isn't the same as someone being ready to love you properly. So if your ex comes back, what should you do? Don't immediately say yes just because you still have feelings. And don't immediately say no just because you're angry. Take your time and observe. Ask yourself why the relationship ended. Has that problem actually been fixed? Has this person changed? Do you trust them again? Are they willing to put in the work? Most importantly, are you considering taking them back because you genuinely want them or because you miss being loved by someone familiar? Remember, someone coming back doesn't automatically mean you should take them back. Sometimes their return is a second chance, and sometimes it's simply another test of whether you've learned to choose yourself. Don't let nostalgia make you forget the reasons you walked away. Don't let a few sweet words erase months of pain. And don't accept someone back simply because you're afraid you won't find someone else. If they truly want another chance, let them prove it through consistency, honesty, respect, and effort. You shouldn't have to beg someone to value you. You shouldn't have to convince someone to treat you well. The right person won't just miss you when you're gone. They'll appreciate you while they have you. So if your ex is trying to come back into your life right now, don't just ask, do they still love me? Ask the bigger question, are they finally capable of loving me the way I deserve? Because sometimes the person coming back is the same person who hurt you. And sometimes they've genuinely grown into someone different. Your job is to look at their actions and decide which one you're dealing with. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, would you ever take your ex back? I want to hear your honest opinion. I'll see you in my next video.